Zambia, One Nation. Welcome to Zanis Men News. I am Naomi Mwewa and my sign language interpreter is Joas Shikombwe. Headlines in the news tonight. Government launches comprehensive agriculture transformation support program. Siavonga gets 2 million kwacha drought relief cash. First round of polio vaccination campaign launched. And African Rally Championship kicks off. And now, Zanis news and details. Vice President Mutalena Lumango says government is committed to overcoming several challenges that the agriculture sector is facing. Mrs. Nalumango has cited challenges such as low productivity, limited value addition, high financing costs, climate change variability, and structural rigidities. Speaking during the launch of the Comprehensive Agriculture Transformation Support Program in Lusaka today, Mrs. Nalumango says government has developed a program aimed at revitalizing and transforming the agriculture sector in Zambia. Speaking at the same event, Minister of Agriculture Ruben Mtolo says through the program, innovative programs such as the mechanization and value addition will be used to enhance productivity. Meanwhile, Minister of Livestock and Fisheries Peter Kapala noted that the implementation of the CATSP is timely as it marks a significant platform to diversify the agriculture sector. And European Union EU Ambassador to Zambia, Karolina Stasiak, pledged the EU support to the implementation of the program.
The CATSP will be implemented from 2024 to 2033, which means 9 years. And it provides a robust launch pad for concerted action. Concerted action to improve agricultural productivity, increasing value addition and agro-processing, starting at farm level. Further, it provides a platform for increasing Zambia's agricultural products share in regional and international markets. CATSP will also provide access to affordable finance, especially for small and emergent farmers, as well as improving climate mitigation and adaptation. To realize our aspirations for the agricultural sector, we need collaborative efforts from all stakeholders. In this regard, I wish to call upon all stakeholders in the sector to support and take advantage of the reforms and play their respective roles in the implementation of the new program.
This program, this commitment, Madam, has got very, very clear targets. We would like to see that this tool is a tool for market development. With this tool, we should bring on board very seriously the private sector and all other market players using programs that will innovate, that we have the private sector coming on board, like the e-voucher, which draws them closer. Mechanization draws them closer.
CATSP aims beyond productivity to empower rural communities, especially women and youth, through employment and sustainable livelihoods. Investing in human capital fosters inclusive growth and prosperous Zambia for all. As we launch CATSP, cooperating partners urge stakeholders, government, civil society, private sector, and communities to unite. Let's leverage all our expertise and resources to advance a sustainable climate resilience agriculture sector in Zambia. Together we can turn challenges into catalysts for positive change.
And Minister of Small and Medium Enterprise Development, Elias Mubanga, says government is working towards ensuring that all cooperatives, especially those in rural areas, are empowered with capacity building through the Cooperative College. Mr. Mubanga said this when he officiated at the International Cooperative Day celebrations in Lusaka today. Muna Chiwende covered the event and now brings the report.
Cooperatives enables individuals, organizations, and communities to work together towards common goals, leveraging collective strength and resources. This is why Zambia has joined the rest of the world to celebrate the International Cooperatives Day, aimed at increasing awareness of cooperatives and promote the movement's ideas of international solidarity, economic efficiency, equality, and world peace. Minister of Small and Medium Enterprise Development, Elias Mubanga, officiated at the celebration.
We've already finished consultations in terms of the revised Act of Cooperatives, and soon we are taking it to the Minister of Justice. So very soon, we've struggled, you said 16 years, but this year we want to see that the Act has been revised. Then when you talk about capacity, we are building capacity. As a ministry, we have the college which has been given more resources now. The college, the cooperative college. So we want you to also, take interest with what is going on at the college. So we want all these cooperatives to be visited and to be given capacity. I've been also, you've requested for district and provincial development fund. I think I've been thinking about it as well. We want to see how we can empower our districts and provinces. On that, I'll get back to you. But as government, we are interested in making sure that our cooperatives, especially from the rural areas, the districts, are empowered and provinces. Today, we are encouraging our youths in various sectors. These I will emphasize barber shops. I will emphasize salon owners, even those in Karingaringa fabrication, form up a cooperative. Then you can have access to a generator where a group, you could be empowered.
And Zambia Cooperatives Federation President explained the theme of the commemoration.
The theme for this year, states cooperatives build a better future. Cooperatives build a better future is a powerful reminder of the critical role cooperatives can play in fostering economic growth to all sectors in the country. That is by creating jobs, resolving many challenges faced by our nation's economy.
Meanwhile, International Cooperatives Day Organizing Committee Chairperson highlighted the importance of the cooperatives in the country.
Cooperatives have empowered communities and individuals. Cooperatives have fostered economic growth and social justice. Cooperatives have provided essential services and support. Yes, cooperatives have promoted individual sustainability, and cooperatives have built resilience and solidarity.
The minister also took time to tour some stands of cooperatives showcasing their products. Muna Chiwende for Zanis in Lusaka.
Meanwhile, the First Lady has donated 298 bags of meal and 10 bales of second-hand clothes to people in Siatwinda village in Sinazongwe district. The donated items have been delivered on behalf of the First Lady Mutinta Hichilema by the project director Charity Kapala. Pride Walia gives us more on this report.
The First Lady, Mutinta Hichilema, has put smiles on these people of Siatwinda village in Sinazongwe district. 298 bags of mealie meal and bales of second-hand clothes were given to the people. Projects Director in the Office of the First Lady, Charity Kapala, and her team delivered the items on behalf of the First Lady.
It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to deliver a message from the First Lady of the Republic of Zambia, Mrs. Mutinta Hichilema. We are all aware of the severe challenges posed by the recent drought. We are honored to be here to deliver a message of hope and make a meaningful contribution to the well-being of this community. We are here to donate 298 bags of mealie meal and 10 bales of second-hand clothes to the people of Sinazongwe.
Sinazongwe District Commissioner Nchimunyasi Akole appreciated the gesture shown to the communities by the First Lady.
Tambula amanza obiro ana amanza manji aweta nzimweta zipo zimbi twalumba maningi nimwazwagulusa ofisi aba First Lady kuti mwatwetera awulya nkambo mulizi kuti wasinazongwe nkutuya tula abantu.
Beneficiaries have equally thanked the First Lady for the support rendered to them.
Baguli bandipagiriye kinda zipe kuti ndajanaja kuya buzwa bwaso so ndomba kuti daba upa wakuba paga kuya gakuyinka kumbere aba yizujija kuya bupa kumbere rugwasha ndobalalo balukumantana ipagulumba.
Pride Warrior reporting in Sinazongwe District, Southern Province.
Stew on relief support, Siavonga District Commissioner Geoffrey Jacopo says government remains committed to ensuring that it mitigates the effect of the drought in communities. Mr. Jacopo said this when he witnessed the commencement of payments worth over 2 million kwacha to over 2,700 eligible beneficiaries in fishing camps. Details in this report.
Government has continued to cushion the hunger situation through drought response interventions such as distribution of relief food, community maize sale, and food for work, among others. Siavonga District Administration and the local authority have enhanced these interventions.
So where hunger issue is concerned, I'm sure as a district now, we are almost set. So all this consignment that we have been given has arrived, and we are ready to distribute this food, relief food, to all the 12 wards of Siavonga District. So we are told that the maize grain, first priority should be rural wards. Then for urban like Kariba, we should concentrate on bringing cheaper mealie meal.
In line with the presidential directive to realign this year's budget and prioritizing drought response interventions, Siavonga Town Council has set aside 2.9 million kwacha towards cushioning hunger in the district.
2,910,385,000.99 as money aligned to respond to the drought.
Interventions are under community development and social services. Education are also on course.
We started paying this money for drought response measures cash transfer in the last 5 months, which is May and June. So May and June, they received an addition of 200 for May, 200 for June, in addition to what they received under the number of ordinary social cash transfer. So those that received 400 received 800, then those that received 800 received 1,200 households.
Mkwengu Shepande reporting in Siavonga District, Southern Province.
Chilanga Cement has donated over 800,000 kwacha towards the construction of the conference hall to host the World's Skills Africa competition in Livingstone next year. Company Chief Executive Officer Chai Jiaping says the company took the decision to support the project by offering 40% discount on 14,000 bags of cement required. Mr. Chai was speaking at the partnership ceremony between Chilanga Cement and the Ministry of Technology and Science for the success of the World Skills Africa Livingstone 2025 competition. He explained that the discount translates to a substantial donation of over 840,000 kwacha towards the project. Minister of Technology and Science Felix Mutati said Zambia will host the World Skills Africa competition next year in April, with at least 50 African countries expected to take part in the event.
We'll be hosting the World Skills Africa next year in April. Zambia was honored to hold this most important competition. We are expecting Chief Executive competitors from at least 50 African countries. We are expecting at least 1,000 competitors gathering in Livingstone. But in order to deliver this competition, we need to undertake the rehabilitation of some of the workshops and also the construction of the competition pavilion. And that is why today we are so excited to receive a critical component for us to construct the pavilion, including rehabilitation of the workshop.
Sri Lanka Cement has decided to support the project by offering 40% discount on the 14,000 bags of cement required. Specifically, we will provide cement at production cost for the project, offering a discounted price of 100 kwacha per bag. This translates to a substantial donation of over 840,000 kwacha toward the project.
We take our first break for now, and when we come, we have health news coming up. Stay tuned.
The Issue is a program that looks at topical issues happening in the country. Watch The Issue every Friday at 19:30 hours, only on Zanis TV, Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH on Topstar. Don't miss.
Zambia Today is a program that keeps you informed on various government policies and programs. Join us every Tuesday at 18 hours on Zanis TV, Topstar Platform, Channel 6 DTT and 458 DTH. Don't miss.
Welcome back. Zanis News continues. Masaiti District Commissioner Eni Matutu has urged mothers to take their children under the age of 5 years for vaccination against polio. Ms. Matutu made the call during the launch of the oral polio vaccination in Masaiti District. Here is a report.
Is a deadly disease which mostly affects children and, depending on its severity, can lead to paralysis and death. The government has prioritized the door-to-door campaign vaccination of children under the age of 5 with oral polio vaccine to prevent the occurrence of the disease in the country, and Masaiti District has not been left out.
Polio vaccination below 5 years. Born 7 months Masaiti. When a mom ever fish, we post it one man, we are moving every day. Go what? When I change, and when I maba twala abana babakita vaccinate kufumyapo ile accident ngabale kuchitika mu Masaiti watana bambi abana abalema muni fiefyo mulafuma kwalani mawuche atete kwene kwa bantu bose muni fiefyo mungafuma ubulema bubite ku bana beso eti asambirire po binchifuanze kwe bena Masaiti urupwalu wakwe ikisoro kyonse kabiri niba za Masaiti district yanga kwa tabana abalema development pabepo kwa tabana abalema ikintu kimungasa ngati it's avoid the buneni kokwe bati tungachingirira pakuti umutepo uli mulinge.
The district health director has an encouragement for the mothers.
As Masaiti will be starting our campaign, polio campaign, which is starting today, And we are hoping to achieve our target, which is about 48,014. So all the polio campaign will be done door to door. So we are expecting that mwebafyashi bonse mwebali pano abana abali 4 years and below bonse mbasunge kunganda so ati ngatwaisa tapali mwana otwala puso kupela polio.
The provincial chief nursing officer is happy with the response from the mothers.
Milomba ko bonse kutira ati mutwalirire ukutwala abana mu health centers nabo bene obutabasi health centers tesanga pamayanda tulaba ku kisuminisho kutira ati abana bapokerere ko umuti wa polio kaidi tuletotera sana pakumona kutira ati bali abachipokerera polio pamayanda yabiri ya 2 houses. Ni example ya kuti ati exercise na itampako echo tulelomba okutira ati apalonga twafuma pano bali abashipokerera ngo bali abapokere mutwalirire kuya mutubire mbira chimwe nokuti ati lilandwe lisuma kuyaye bana abanene kumayanda okubeshibisho okuti ati exercise na itampa okufumerero paka pasande nechiwe.
Children under the age of 5 are the most affected by the deadly polio virus if not well harnessed. Nkwachichanda, Zanis, Masaiti District.
The first round of the polio vaccination campaign has been launched for Central, Luapula, Northwestern and Copperbelt provinces, targeting to deliver over 2 million doses of polio vaccines to under 5 children. And 42-year-old Edwin Chiaba, a polio survivor, shares his story, stressing the importance of the vaccines. More in the following report by Daniel Bailey. Let's take a look.
Polio continues to pose a threat, especially in children under the age of 5 years. In this regard, the government has launched the first round of polio immunization that will be held in 4 targeted provinces. Health Minister Dr. Elijah Mchima says there is need to address the myths that frustrate the government's efforts aimed at eradicating the paralysis disease.
Because there is always misinformation. People tend to misinform people, running away from the truth, bring in the politics. When we are dealing with life, take your politics away. Let's take our politics away.
And Dr. Mchima wants the mobile hospitals to be revamped to service the underserviced communities.
To see the mobile clinic here in Central Province still functioning. It will be a milestone if we can revive all of them wherever they are, because this will help us reach very, very distant places, especially where we don't have health facilities.
Meanwhile, World Health Organization representative Dr. Nathan Bashaita says over 2 million doses for the 4 campaigns have been received and delivered countrywide.
So far, we've delivered more than 20 million doses targeting children under 8 years of age have been received and delivered countrywide through 4 campaigns. This campaign, which we are launching today, is to deliver 2.7 million doses of this new vaccine in Central, Copperbelt, Luapula, and Northwestern provinces.
Edwin Chiaba, 42, a vaccine champion, now shares his ordeal.
To see any child go through what I went through. There is a self-stigma when you have a bit of disability due to some of this lack of vaccination. It could be self-stigma as well as the outside stigma. So in order to curb this, I'm appealing to you all parents present, professionals, those who are in formal employment, non-formal employment, to take your children for vaccination.
Daniel Bailey for Zanis News in Kabwe District, Central Province.
President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief Deputy Country Coordinator Joanna Cardao says the United States government has developed a new strategy for agencies in Zambia for a sustainable gender-based violence GBV and HIV response in Northwestern Province. Ms. Cardao says the strategy will enhance existing systems using data and evidence-based interventions to support health facilities in GBV and HIV response. Details in this report.
Access to gender-based violence and HIV services still remains a challenge in Northwestern Province. Zambia Center for Communication Programs, in partnership with President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, and USAID, are holding a joint consultative meeting in Solwezi District to find ways of addressing some of the challenges. PEPFAR Deputy Director reiterates U.S. government commitment in addressing the challenges.
The U.S. government, through the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, has developed a strategy for U.S. government agencies in Zambia to implement a joint implementation model, which is what we're calling the GIM here in Northwestern Province. The implementation of the GIM will focus on strengthening existing systems using data and evidence-based interventions.
Provincial Permanent Secretary appeals to the gathering to also look into the issues affecting children.
Your Long Highness, I expect this August House, when you come out from here, you'll have a resolution that will be given to the council here to ensure that those who are operating bars do not allow innocent children, because they're impoverished. But there must be something to prevent them.
The issue of climate change is also top on the agenda.
Much as we are looking at GBV and HIV, we also need to look at how is the drought situation going to affect us, and what is it that we are going to put in place as a sector to ensure that we are ready to support the survivors.
Other cooperating partners are calling for more concerted efforts.
This is a very important program, and we should attach importance to it as a province, because we know that GBV is a vice that is deep-rooted, and it can only be broken down if more concerted efforts can be done by different parties, so that we all add a voice towards ending GBV.
In as much as the females the common victims, I think my appeal would also be to reach out to the men, because we've seen, I think, a lot of men that are abused and are not they are not actually reporting the cases.
Reporting for Zanis News, I'm Chebun Koma in Solwezi District in Northwestern Province.
Join us for more interesting news after this break. Don't go away.
Woman Thou Art is a program that offers counsel to the female folk, sharing real-life experiences and providing guidance to the women and young girls on necessary steps and conducts that will help shape and nurture a sober society. Watch Woman Thou Art on Zanis TV every Wednesday at 18:30 hours on the Topster channel, channel 6 DTT, and channel 458 DTH.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. Construction works on the 48 kilometers Fisenge-Luansha Road are progressing well, marking a significant development in road infrastructure. Luansha District Commissioner Wansmo Ngonomo visited the site to check progress on the roadworks, which are part of the Lusaka-Ndola dual carriageway project. Karen Mushenwa accompanied the DC and now reports.
The construction works on the Fisenge-Luansha Road are progressing. So far, the road has been graded and the contractor is working on the 3 bridges along the road. Luansha District Commissioner visited the site to check progress.
The team is very hardworking. Every time you come on this road, you find something new. Okay, so they are progressing very, very well. And the scheduled target of by December, going the way we are going, it will be achieved.
The local community is excited and thankful for the ongoing works.
Very good work. There will be reduction in accidents and the cars will just be moving freely.
Had issues sometime back. The road was bad. So when it comes to such developments, we are so grateful to
This progress shows the positive impact of the government's dedication to infrastructure development. Karen Mshenywa, Zanis, Luansha District.
Still in road infrastructure, Chembe Town Council Chairperson Joseph Chisala has assured Chipete residents in Chembe District that government will work on crossing points and the road leading to the area. Mr. Chisala says government is aware of the many challenges that people in the area face due to the deplorable state of the road. Details in the following report.
Tulefa number 1 mwebuteko loleka sheni pa musebo uko twaikalira kwa baseti 2 kilometers pa kuisafika pa musebo pa Chembe tukose ni kwa mano ku musebo tapadi kikililio musebo number 1.
This is the cry of residents of Chipete and the surrounding communities in Chembe district in Luapula province. The road leading to the area has been in a bad state for a long time now, making mobility to the area challenging. However, Chembe Town Council Chairperson Joseph Tsala has an assurance to the community.
So, ukolosha kumusebo, mkwayo musebo, twakula wamya mma phases. Twakula wamya mma part. Musebo. So, twambire Muriam Township, nga chakwe bati, abantu besobo tukwete aba. Kuchi babo omulimo bwino nga fili abatu sebulire ensoni abantu beso balebo mbamagulalo palya ide yaluo kanshimwe ukutira timitwale kulya first mbale badire ni muno mwine mutu then nabalanga okwebacha abantu kuchi babo omulimo bwino pantu nababomba bwino.
And Mr. Tsala has revealed that some crossing points will also be worked on.
So pamwami nakalasa kando crossing point naena ile kwa tokubombero apo bwino abatulera ndaba contractor bali isaba mino kumona pa site bwino kumona so twamwena okutira kira bridge twabika fie contractor unga so limuke sata bwa fyata abale bombera pa.
Once the road and crossing points are upgraded, the movement of people and goods will be enhanced in the area. Abigail Msonda reporting for Zanis News in Chembe District, Luapula Province.
Thank you, Abigail. Meanwhile, Nkeyama Town Council has purchased a motor grader valued at 4.4 million kwacha and also disbursed loans to 23 beneficiaries amounting to over 2 million kwacha. Area Member of Parliament Kapelwa Mbangweta said during the handover that government remains committed to improving the welfare of people. Let's take a look at this report.
In a bid to uplift the face of the district, Nkeyama Town Council has procured a motor grader valued at 4,400,000 kwacha and disbursed 2,007,240 kwacha as loans to 23 beneficiaries. Bringing this to light is Nkeyama Town Council Secretary Dr. Moses Mutioka.
I want to pay special thanks to the CDF committee for approving the extra money required to procure the grader, because the money which was allocated to procure a grader in 2022 was 2,600,000, which at the moment the cost of the grader actually doubled. Current cost of this grader standing here, Minister, is 4,400,000 kwacha. The grader is in, and we have fulfilled the promise, and we look forward to make sure that this grader is used to help us do the grading of the roads.
The Council Secretary further cautioned the loan beneficiaries to stick to projects they applied for.
Today you are saying you are going to buy a milling plant. When money enters your account, you go and buy a Corolla car. Now that is already a problem, because when the Auditor General comes, they will find that that's an illegal business you are doing. It was not approved. What was approved was something else.
Nkeyama Member of Parliament, also Western Province Minister Kapelwa Mbangweta, says the money for loans and grants is given by government in view of the UPND manifesto.
The money for grants, the money for loans is also being given in the spirit of the UPND manifesto, that the communities must be empowered as groups so that they can do businesses that are sustainable to improve their livelihood and not to give Mateni Kwacha.
Mr. Kapelwa could not hold it but spew the beans of the Tateyoyo Katunda Road to the people of Western Province.
When Yakainde Chilema, the president, was in opposition, he used to say, when I'm elected, I will do this road. And he's going to do it. So on the 9th of August, we are going to come and break the ground, and then this project will start in earnest.
Among the speakers is the District Administrative Officer and Nkema Council Chairperson.
Honorable Minister, today we are witnessing the handover for a grader to help in the road sector for our feeder roads. As the Council Secretary has already put it, I just urge the beneficiaries to prudently use the funds for the intended purposes.
Your MP, your CDF committee, your council chairperson, they are all aware that that grader, it cannot operate alone. It needs other equipment. We can assure you that the other parts remaining there, they will come.
Enoch Kaneta for Zanis News, Nkema District, Western Province.
Nkana Water and Sanitation Company Director Engineering Derek Antonio has announced that the utility company is effecting a complete shutdown of water supply from 17 hours today until 05 hours tomorrow. Mr. Antonio says this is meant to facilitate works on the 2 leaking main water pipes. Lizzie Ngoweka has details in this report.
Ideally, this water is supposed to be running in people's homes in Kitwe, but it is all going to waste following a water pipe burst in Kwacha East. This is affecting water supply in the northern part of Kitwe. For this reason, Kana Water and Sanitation Company is effecting a 12-hour complete water supply shutdown in order to repair the leaking pipe.
We had a breakdown on one of our transformers. Powering the high lift pumps. We experienced a failure on this transformer after the power surge. There was a power surge, and then it tripped and it could not start. Unfortunately, after restoring this supply, there was a big leak at Club Zero opposite the Oryx filling station. So this is why today we have been authorized to go down at 15 hours to repair this leak. And all stakeholders are being informed about this shutdown. It will take 12 hours, and we are doing it in the evening to the night.
The Director Engineering for Nkana Water and Sanitation Company further highlights more efforts that the company is putting towards improving water supply in the district.
So the general outlook of water supply in Kitwe is looking up because we've received some new pumps and we've installed these at our Langilo water treatment plant, where we have seen improvement in terms of our production. We had gone down to 40,000 cubic meters per day, but now it has been brought up with the installation of these pumps to about 81,000 cubic meters. And this improvement is gradually being felt in all areas of Kitwe North, including Chimweno, where we had outcries.
And Kitwe District Commissioner Lawrence Mwanza reiterated government's commitment to ending water blues in Kitwe.
The challenges of water network where the pipes are bursting almost every time. We have a big leakage at Club Zero there. That leakage, the way it is, it sits in the main line from Bulangiro water treatment plant to the northern part of Kitwe, I would say northern part of Kitwe. That includes areas like Riverside, Parklands, Bulangiro itself, Kwacha East, east of Kwacha, all those areas, including where CB is sitting. Nkana is preparing to shut down the plant around 15 to 17, and the work will take about 12 hours, and all the resources are put available.
The various ongoing efforts by Nkana Water and Sanitation Company towards improving water supply in Kitwe are expected to improve water supply across all residential areas in both Kitwe and Karurushi districts. Liz Ngobeka reporting for Zanis in Kitwe.
Still in the news, Western Province Commissioner of Police, Mukuka Chileshe, says investigations into the theft of property at Mongo Municipal Council Accounts Department have advanced. The Accounts Department was broken into and property amounting to over 53,000 kwacha was stolen in April this year. Namakau Kayombo now reports.
On the 30th of April 2024, 4 desktop computers and other items were stolen from Mongo Municipal Council offices. All the items are valued at 53,765 kwacha. 2 among the 4 computers contain Constituents Development Fund information. Western Province Police Commissioner Mukuka Chileshe says police is interviewing some council officers and that investigations have advanced.
At this point, I would like to state that we are interviewing some people, some of them being the Chief Accounts Officer, Mr. Clever Hangombe, who was helping the police with the investigations. Some of the information that that was on the computers involves CDF funds. So we suspect that there could have been some misappropriation of funds, and our investigations have advanced. We should be able to take the suspects to court very soon.
Recently, Mongo Municipal Council held an ordinary full council meeting in the council chamber, and it was during the meeting that some councillors raised concerns over the lack of involvement in some issues happening at the council, and the theft of the computers that contain CDF information was among the issues raised.
Imagine someone stops me in the community and says, your mayor is storing computers and I don't know I'm black. It's your name, the worship that gets mentioned in the compound. To say your mayor is storing computers. And I don't know the community aware, I've seen it on social media. We have a WhatsApp group. Why can't we be sending communications to say, these things that has happened, that's for your own information, councillors. Be updated with this information. It's not only that communication. Sometimes we do see people in the wards, we don't even know why they are visiting us from council.
We have been sent by the people to represent them. We are the property of this council, we are the property of the community. We are agents between the people and the council. When information is hidden, we don't feel to be regarded. We are deprived our rights. We are being weakened.
I think let us not create an impression that this council is more politicized, but I don't think that is the correct thing. A theft is a theft. It is not something that you can blame on management for something to be stolen.
Namakao Kayombo reporting for Zanis in Mongo, Western Province.
And in sports news, about 19 participants are scheduled to battle in the 3-day Motor Sports African Rally Championship in Ndola, which has commenced today. Zambia Motor Sports Association Vice President Lori Gomez has disclosed that only 3 participants from Kenya and South Africa are participating in this year's African Rally Championship event in Zambia. Mr. Gomez was speaking during the World Cup Energy 2024 Zambia International Rally Media Briefing in Ndola. He added that the event will also consist of motor show exhibition, which will have drivers from Ndola and Lusaka displaying their spinning cars.
Leg 1, which is the main, when now the main rally starts, that will be on Saturday. We will have 10 stages, right? We'll have 8 special stages and 2 super special stages. The super special stages is the night stages at the stadium, and that will be run with 1 minute intervals, so the cars will be flying through in 1 minute intervals, and they'll do 2 runs. The first run will be done, and then they will come into a holding. Then we'll have a small fireworks display, followed by another run. Something that we've done also different in this rally is that we've added the motor show exhibition aspect to it. And what this basically is we are trying to bring motorsports to the surface. So we will have the king of drag, the Zambian king of drag, displaying his Audi R8, beautiful machine. And then we'll also have our Zambian spin drivers, Copperbelt and Lusaka, that will be displaying their spin cars. For you that don't know much about spin, which I'm also learning, it's a sport that's growing here. It's a combination of drifting. You can learn a lot and accuracy in what they do. It's quite an interesting thing.
Well, mitigate, obviously be vigilant. The road does not belong to speeding rally cars. Let's get that fact straight. And let's think for other road users. The one thing that I think drivers or teams need to understand is, yes, the adrenaline is pumping. Yes, you are a few minutes late for check-in, but that rushing and speeding is not worth someone's life, or your own for that matter. So really the appeal goes out to all of you to be mindful. Respect the rule of the road. Keep to the speed limits, even if you're late. My friend, it's better to get a penalty than having somebody's death on your conscience. So please, that's the appeal I'm trying to make. Thank you.
We end the news with an item from Paris Olympics. The Zambia women national football team has opened the Olympic campaign with a 3-0 loss against the United States in their Group B opener of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games in a match that was yesterday played. The US scored through Trinity Rodman in the 17th minute and a brace from Mallory Swansman in the 24th and 25th minute, which was enough to secure the USA the much-needed victory against the Copper Queens. The game held in Nice saw Zambia struggle defensively against a dominant USA team which capitalized on opportunities despite Zambia's efforts to compete. Speaking in an interview with Zanis Sports, football analyst Musonda Chiwulu says the team's tactical approach in the match against the USA was poor and ineffective. Meanwhile, soccer analyst Augustine Mwanza says the technical bench needs to up their game technically as the team faces Australia on Sunday. Well, that's all for now. As we end the news, let's look at the top stories which made headlines tonight. Government launches comprehensive agriculture transformation support program. Siavonga gets 2 million kwacha drought relief cash. First round of polio vaccination campaign launched. And African Rally Championship kicks off. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you so much for staying with us. On behalf of the entire Zanis News crew, it's good night. I am Naomi Mwewa, and the sign language interpreter is Joas Shikombwe. Thank you for joining us. Good night.